Hello everyone, my name is Prime, and welcome back to another ATS showcase. So, in this episode, we are taking this Mack Model R, this beautiful looking truck that I have customized, with some cable reels, and we're going to be going to Santa Maria from here in LA. Nice sunny afternoon, and hopefully we can show off this truck and the sound very nicely. So, without further ado, I think we will just hop inside and get this thing started up. Okay, let's get this guy going. Rev her over and, well, of course the parking brake's engaged. I want it in neutral. Go from the outside view so you can actually hear it. Pretty good. Oh, and while I'm on the outside, I put just a few lights on this. So if we toggle up, or on my little D-pad things, we have the lights, and watch when I put high beams on. Oh, never mind, it all just shut off. Rip me. Okay, here we go. There. That will light up the night sky pretty nice if we were to take it there. Maybe we'll come back to this truck, do a different model, or a different revamp of it, and light up the sky with it. But for now, we're just going to turn that off and get the regular running lights on and take off the parking brake. And may I say, this interior, quite a bit in depth, just saying. It's pretty cool and a lot of chrome. So without further ado, let's pull out of here. So I hope everyone is doing well. I would like to just say a special thanks to everyone who has been supporting the channel recently. It has been quite amazing how fast it's been growing recently, and I just want to give a big thank you. Hopefully you guys... Oh, I hit the horn. I did not want to do that. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the series. I know I certainly am enjoying playing them, and so I'm just hoping my joy is passing through. I am very happy because everything is still running very, very smooth on my end. And then we're gonna get out of here quick. As I think the lights were changing anyways. Come on. It's a 260 or 295 horsepower engine in this thing. So it can pull, has a lot of torque for the horsepower rating. I'm gonna take a left. And I like how the little red dot, or the red indicators outside light up too. That is pretty snazzy. And so we're just gonna do a nice journey here. Shouldn't be too long. What I was hoping is hard on the brakes. Hard on the brakes. We're gonna make a left, can't go left, into the field. We're gonna go right here and hopefully get going. Maybe the truck accelerates a little harder. It should be a very nice journey. Like I said, just try and enjoy this truck, get some nice shots of it, and obviously the scenery from around. But just look at that. I was hoping to get some forestry, like I was gonna say earlier, but I couldn't find a job for it anywhere around the map. So I just had to go with the next best thing, which is a pretty heavy cable reel, just so we can get a feel of the... oh, good, we don't have to stop. Just so we can get a feel of how well it pulls. It does turn quite well, I have to say. It's better than that, the first ATS showcase I did with the... or the first truck showcase, at least, where I had I guess that was the Peterbilt, and it was with the UPS skin and stuff like that, and yeah, it did not turn because it was a huge trailer on it, or huge truck base, wheelbase, and yeah, it did not want to do anything. The other thing is that I noticed is that the mirrors on this is they're quite wide. They're very far out there, and so I have to really turn them turn my head in. Well, not I don't have track eye, or I wish, but I have to really move the mouse around to try and look at the mirrors. So this mod is available on the Steam Workshop, of course. So it's just the Mack Model R. I'm running the or the R series at least. I'm running the R600 day cab. Very nice truck. Lots of customization with this thing. I spent quite a bit of time going over it, or going through and designing this truck. Let me know if you want to see some of the options of this truck, and maybe just before I get going on the next ATS showcase, I'll either show it or I'll do a whole little video on it, just so you guys can see what are all the options, because there are quite a few. Again, if you have any recommendations for mods, I have been sent multiple mods by the one and only Paulo Roos. And I am just actually right now going, I should say still, because it's an ongoing process. I am still going through and just figuring out which ones are going to work well for mainly my computer and how much it can process. Because the more and more mods I have activated at once, the less things work well. So that's basically the story of that. So you'll see some of the mods. So for Paulo, who I have a feeling you're going to be watching this video, you will see some of the mods that you sent over to me very, very soon. Obviously, I am just, like I said, going through some of the features of them and stuff, just trying to figure out what will work best for me. And of course, if you guys have any other recommendations, leave a comment down below, preferably from the Steam Workshop, but obviously things can be kind of manipulated here to try and make matters meet. This thing is really struggling, isn't it? My foot's planted. This is heavy, not gonna lie, it's like 43,000 pounds. So it's no slouch, so I don't blame it. I really don't, and probably chose the worst route for it, considering we're kind of going up through the twisty parts here, along coast-ish California, close enough. We were just back there at the coast, so sure having to rev it pretty hard to get her going. And yes, I purposely made this metallic color, and I have to say it does look pretty good. The light blue, it's kind of the channel-ish color. We have a lot of, the Prime Simulation has quite a few different blue colors here, but the original logo, which actually wasn't white, it was the one that you see down the bottom right corner as a little badge for the subscription thing. That's actually the original color, or the original logo, that I had designed years ago as this kind of a joke. And so if you actually want to hear how Prime Simulation, the name and stuff, came together, let me know, and I will do a kind of like a story time with Prime, and we'll do like probably on one of my weekend or my Saturday trucking videos, I will do another story time sort of deal, and if you have any questions for me, I'll answer them. And well, I was gonna merge, and there's a cop right there, and if not, at the very least, I'll just say how the Prime Simulation name came to be, because it's actually kind of a funny, at least I find it funny, and some of the people that do know about this, know about the story, do find it pretty funny how it all came to be, because it was nowhere of originally any intentions, there we go, of becoming a YouTube channel, actually. So I'll go into that further on whenever I do the story time. So be sure to watch out for that episode. And I'm not going to go any farther because I don't want to be one of those plugging YouTubers, because that's not me anymore. I kind of got over that, and I think a lot of you can be happy for that, because it can be painful to watch a YouTuber just half of the video be plugs and stuff like that. We discovered Oxnard. Perfect. It's like we've been here recently. Oh, yeah. Well, last episode. Well, no, we weren't in Oxnard. I'm thinking of others. I was thinking of my other saves. I apologize. Well, we'll probably end up coming here one day. Oxnard is pretty popular for a lot of deliveries because it's kind of part of the original economy system here in Los Angeles, here in California. So there are quite a few deliveries that go in and out of Oxnard in this kind of Southern California area. It's just the way it is. So we are coming up here on our destination. I can now see it on our little GPS sitting there, which is actually a very handy location, because I actually really like where it's situated. So I also like how this truck handles. It's very smooth, even with my wheel. And for those who've been around my channel and on watching a lot of the I guess they're all kind of driving games other than City Skylines, especially earlier on, you'll hear me complain a lot about my wheel. It is a very budget-oriented wheel, and it's not very smooth. It's also getting a little older now. I've used it quite a bit, so it's not maybe the that's how do I phrase this. It's maybe not the greatest thing, but it's arguably it's on. Like, to me, I enjoy it. I enjoy using it more than a controller. And actually, let's get the engine brake in here. Sounds good. I like it. Slowed down too much, but all for the video. That's what I say all the time. It's all for the video. Speaking about videos, I hope I'm going to say I hope that the video quality has been fairly good recently. Obviously, I'm going to go off of some of the feedback I've been getting, which has been all positive, which I am so thankful for, that they seem to be pretty good, because it's kind of hard as a creator, and I'm sure you've heard some creators say this at least, that it's kind of hard to get a proper perspective of how what quality your videos are, because as the creator, normally you have a little bit of an attachment, if not a significant attachment, to videos, because you can put X amount of hours into creating videos, and so you want them to perform well. You want them to you try and, or at least I try and produce them to the best of my ability. Obviously some of my equipment doesn't help, but I try and create the highest quality videos as I can, and so when it goes live in public, what do you mean it's very soon? Make sure you arrive on time. Well, I mean, luckily in this series it does not matter if we are late, so I may have to just turn that off, because in the ATS Showcase series, we're kind of just doing whatever. We're bouncing around the map, using basically any truck. Money and XP are not an issue. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I just kind of I control everything now, so it's one of the things where I'm like, well, who cares about realism? I don't really care if I'm late. The money thing, I just kind of I work around it. So, and man, yeah, so definitely maybe a little too heavy for this truck, this cable reel. I don't know. I put the cab deflector on there, so I probably should have picked a box, but I couldn't find a box trailer that I didn't want to just buy another one. I wanted to use one that was at least part of the game already. And I do have some I do have a custom trailer pack mod that I'm obviously by SLI or whatever, I can't remember the modding company. I'm gonna be putting that in so we get some real company trailers. It's just well, quite simply, I just didn't put it in for this episode for some reason, and I'm kind of regretting it now. But in the same sense, it's a good test for this truck, and it's a cable reel. It's interesting enough, I guess. But really, it's just the truck we're caring about. I'm hoping to do some proper coordination on some skins very, very soon with these showcases. Do some kind of more company branded, like the Amazon, or no, that was UPS. Sorry, not Amazon. I wonder if I can do an Amazon. I'll have to look. That'd be very cool. Yeah. Gonna do more skins that are coordinating between truck and trailer. Kind of be more almost realistic with it. I mean, obviously, skins vary. Colors and truck trailer designs vary. So I want to just kind of change things up a little bit. And so that's what I am going to do. And so we're finally getting here to Santa Maria, and it's getting a little bit darker. So we're going to flip on the lights here and just look at how much the regular lights are on. If I turn, everything just turned off. That's high beams. We don't need them. Because it is very bright when they are on. We just need headlights for now. Santa Maria discovered. Beautiful. See if we can handle 30 miles an hour up this hill. As far as I know, it's a 12 speed. It's either 12 or 13 speed transmission in this puppy. So can handle hills pretty well, but I'm gonna have to swing out here and bring her back in to try and get this guy situated. Beautiful. We're gonna put on our hazards and reverse this guy in. Finish off this episode with a bang, I think. Let's see. There is quite a bit of visibility back here. Huge stack in the way, though, so that doesn't really help. Let's see. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hide the root visor for the next episode because that is annoying. Let's see. Nice and slow, easy does it. Fit it in the back and swing in the front. That's kind of how I aim, if I can at least. For the days that actually do well. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna just turn off the engine. Look at that. The sun setting in the distance. Beautiful teal, light blue. It's more of a teal now. I guess it was kind of light blue earlier, but it's more of a teal now. Well, there we go. The Mack Model R. That is a beautiful truck. Or very manly, depending on how you want to say it. Huge thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. And without further ado, I will see you in the next one.